Hey everybody, I have to break the pattern because Mom sent me a new shirt and I like the color. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but I didn't think it was appropriate at the time, so we put it off till today. This is the question. This is the question that I get at every break. Winter break, summer break, spring break, you name it. Whenever the break is up and there are more than 3 days together, I get this question. And don't get me wrong, I understand that they mean well. But it also shows a lack of thought, it shows a lack of respect for who I am, and it's just freaking annoying because it does put me in a box. Now, everybody here teaching English is not going to have this same question or this particular reaction to it, and not saying that they should. Because for many people who are teaching English or teaching or living here in Japan, this question is perfectly appropriate. But if I've worked with you for more than 2 years, this question is no longer appropriate. Because there's no doubt in my mind I've told you what my situation is. You show me you absolutely weren't paying any attention to it and don't know who I am, so... Oh, you want to know the question? So the question is this, and it comes in basically this form every single time. So, are you going home for vacation? Or, are you going home for break? Seems like a very innocent question. Seems like no problem. It's a nice question. They want to know what you're doing. It's no problem. Except for this one minor detail. And everybody knows it. I am here. I work here. I live here. I have a house here. I go home every single day. And yes, I am upset because people ask me, am I going home for break? And what they mean is, are you going back to your country for break? You want to ask me if I'm going to America for vacation? Great, ask, please. If you want to ask me if I'm going on a trip to Korea, or a trip to Thailand, or a trip to Vietnam, or a trip to Guam, even. No problem, great, fantastic. Where are you going on vacation? Are you going anywhere on vacation? All perfectly acceptable questions. The question that is not acceptable is, hey, are you going home for break? And usually I do give them the answer, well, I go home every day. And they say, oh, no, I mean you're home. See, and that's where it's a problem. And you can talk about microaggression if you want, but I don't think that's it. I think it's thoughtlessness and a lack of awareness and, quite frankly, simply not paying attention. No, and 99% don't mean anything by it. But that doesn't really excuse it, in my opinion. You say you're my friend, we're acquaintances, we're colleagues, we work together on projects. You know I'm here. You know I live here. You know I'm a permanent resident. This is it. So don't be upset when I respond to you, I go home every day. What it actually says to me is you see me as lesser, you see me as temporary, you see me as inconsequential. And that's not the case. And I don't let people put me in that corner. So, for those of you who are in Japan, if you are here temporarily and you plan to go home over every break, fantastic, you're good. Stay where you are, no problem. I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with you being perfectly comfortable with the question. In my situation, and people need to know that that is who I am, and I'm pretty clear about it. I don't mince a lot of words. If it's good for you, great. Keep it good for you. But for me, you're trying to put me in a place, and I'm not going to go there. And I'm not going to accept it, and it is unacceptable. The generic question that works for everyone is, what are you going to do over break? Are you going to travel over break? Are you going to go to America over break, or go to Canada over break, or go to the UK, or go to England, or go to Europe? Because those questions don't imply go back, go home, leave. I'm a little sensitive on it because people that I work with should know who I am. And because I know I've told everyone that I work with, and making that assumption about me will get you smacked. So if you have a colleague or a coworker that puts you in a similar situation, just explain it to them, as I have explained it to mine before. No, the question that you want to ask is, are you going to go to America over vacation? Or are you going to go to Canada over vacation? Or are you going to go to England or France or Spain or wherever you're from? Because that doesn't hold the idea of you don't belong here, because I am not going anywhere. I'll see you later.